But you know the reason you're stuck living paycheck to paycheck? No, it's not because you're lazy. It's not because you're unlucky. It's because no one ever taught you how cash flow works. Stay with me to the end of this video, and I'm going to show you how mastering this one concept can transform your life permanently. So let me tell you a story about a 28-year-old named John. He was just an ordinary guy living in America. He made a decent living as a postal worker, so he had some money in his pocket, but it didn't seem to stick around long enough to work towards his goals, or for him the ability to take his family for a 4-day weekend or a 3-day weekend to Hawaii. You know, the kind of money that disappears faster than a New York minute. But John worked hard and long, trying to make ends meet. But here's the thing, he barely saved enough for his future. Every single month he paid bills, he bought his needs, and he tried to put a little bit aside, but before he knew it, his savings was gone. And guess what? The cycle starts all over, again and again. But something clicked. John wasn't just working hard and long. He was doing most of the things right, but there was this one thing he was missing. You know what that was? He wasn't managing his cash flow properly. So he decided to take control. He signed up for a free financial webinar at Your Greatest Investment LLC, watched a couple of videos on YouTube, and started breaking down the code of his financial problems. And there it was, in bright, shiny lights, cash flow, the game-changing thing that helped his finances. Now, what's cash flow, you ask? Cash flow is the result of money coming in minus the expenses going out, and what's left over is called cash flow. From that point, you can determine if your cash flow is positive or negative. Now, how do I determine that? So, when you have more money coming in than going out, that's called positive cash flow. The negative cash flow is the reverse. It's when you have more money going out, so you're hemorrhaging, than what's coming in. But it can be fixed, and here's the cure. It's not a Tylenol, it's not a Band-Aid, this is the true cure. And that is to make sure that your cash flow is always positive. John figured this out and took action. He started tracking down every single penny, every expense. Thanks to the YGI budgeting tool that helped them to do it easily. The link's in the description if you want. But he identified where he can cut back. Whether it was dinner, dining out, buying unnecessary things like cigarettes that weren't really healthy for you or helping his goals, but affecting his health, not just financially, but also physically. Unnecessary subscriptions, we know. We all sign up for some things and we forget about it. And that's money gone. But once he shifted his focus to increasing that positive cash flow, oh man, he didn't stop there. He started investing smartly, investing in multiple streams of income, and turning his cash flow into something that worked for him. It got him closer, step by step, to his goal with every single month savings. It wasn't easy. In fact, it was a grind. It was harder than woodpecker lips. You don't get the rewards you want without putting in work. Vince Lombardi once said, the only place success comes before work is in the dictionary. So let's put in the work so that we can have the success, and that's what John did. Now let's look at John's life. He turned his life around 180 degrees, not 360 degrees, because we don't want him to start back right where he began. He did it around 180 degrees. No more worries about his bills, living paycheck to paycheck. He's living on his own terms, enjoying life and watching his money grow. All thanks to this simple thing, mastering cash flow. And here's the best part. John isn't just keeping it to himself. He's teaching others how to unlock their own financial freedom. Because once you understand cash flow, it changes everything. Now John and his family are living the dream in Hawaii underneath the sun, drinking from coconuts and having fun because he had the cash flow to afford it. He's able to help others do the same thing. Now John's story is living proof that if you master cash flow, you can change your life, change your future. No more stress, no more anxiety, and the cash flow is your solution. So if you want to learn more about how you can transform your cash flow into continuous income, hit that like button, drop a comment, and turn your notifications on for the next video, where we'll be diving deep into how you can take that cash flow and make it grow through diverse income streams or diverse investments, if you will. you can make that cash flow work for you instead of you working for it, right? So let's turn financial freedom not just into a dream, but into a reality. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more gems, and thank you for watching. Peace.